Mohamed Fahmy is finally having his day in court in Cairo, and at the end of today's proceedings, it seems like it was a good day. After weeks of frustrating delays and troubling questions over his fate, his retrial is now moving ahead. Mohamed Fahmy on the phone with me from Cairo again this morning. Mr. Fahmy, good to speak with you again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here, and as I said, good to speak to you again to help me understand a little bit more about what happened, because we spoke to our reporter, Sasha, whom you know, who was telling us about what was going on as your retrial got underway. So it seems to me that the experts that were on the stand, they at least showed up, but they couldn't answer a whole lot of critical questions like, was it actually false news? Was it broadcast? Did it harm national security? When was the footage shot? I mean, those are pretty key questions, are they not?
Well, today I consider it a step towards exoneration, and I'm happy about that. The technical committee that originally decided that our videos were against the national security of Egypt and that they were fabricated, this committee basically collapsed today during the cross-exchange between the prosecutor and the questions from the defense. The head of the committee could not confirm that he actually saw the videos. Another member of the committee, who is an editor, a video editor, said, it's not my jurisdiction or my say if these videos are against national security. So that in itself is a victory. As for the lead investigator who put this whole case together, he pretty much had amnesia, as I called it. He could not remember any of the details of the investigation. He could not answer what makes a person a Muslim Brotherhood. We are, and I am specifically, accused of being a member of the banned Muslim Brotherhood. And of course, that's very far from the reality. And he could not give any convincing answers.
No, it was quite extraordinary to follow along, following the reporters who were in that court today. I mean, the key question, one of the key questions is, where was it broadcast? Because just to be clear for our Canadian viewers, Al Jazeera Arabic is banned, but you're an employee of Al Jazeera English, which is not. And that's correct. You don't work for Al Jazeera Arabic, do you?
No, I've never worked for Al Jazeera Arabic Egypt, the Arabic arm of the channel that was banned. However, this same investigator had incorrectly stated that I work for the Arabic channel, which is banned. I work for the English channel, and it's a very decent channel, and our reports, as bureau chief, I can attest that every single report that came out of that bureau was balanced, well sourced, and, there's no way it could be placed against the national security of Egypt.
So, if your trial were being held here in Canada, I would think, as an outside observer, if that kind of witness testimony was as weak as it was in a court here, the case itself would be substantially weakened against you. Of course, it's not in Canada, it's in Egypt, and it's very difficult to predict. But how do you interpret what you just heard?
Well, I totally agree with you. If this was in a Canadian court, the case would have been thrown out and dismissed. However, the judge today asked for a new technical committee to be present in the next hearing, and that they would have to see all the videos and the evidence again, which is, in my world, is not acceptable whatsoever. However, I do feel that this judge is more responsive and more understanding to the situation, and I hope it works well for us in the next session, which is on the 25th.
Right, 6 days from today. Part of the proceedings today, your lawyer asked if the court could help you obtain your Canadian passport, which you don't have. We talked about that last time. What was the court's answer on that point?
Well, it has been a very frustrating situation for me to be walking around with no Canadian passport on me. The embassy here is very helpful and aware of my situation. I was supposed to get married, and I could not do that because of the passport issue. However, the ambassador just got off the phone with me right now, and he promised me that on Sunday morning he's meeting officials from the Justice Ministry here to try and resolve this matter. And if it's not, being that we can move forward using the passport, the embassy is going to issue an exceptional document that will allow me at least to get married until this issue of the passport is resolved and the judge gives the embassy permission to give me a new one. So I'm excited about that at least.
So you can get married maybe as early as Sunday or next week?
No, I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic, but I think Sunday will be the beginning of the meetings. Probably mid next week, end of next week, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go for a year now.
And there haven't been many moments of brightness in that last year, I know, but it sounds like today might be a good day.
It is a good day, and I'm very happy that things are moving along with this trial, and I feel that the judge wants to expedite it. Yeah, she said it in court. I want to get rid of this case. And he was very, understanding, and I hope my assumption is true.
All right. Mohamed Fahmy, we will speak again after the next session, I hope, and that is next Wednesday, 6 days from now. In the meantime, thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you very much.